everybody. Welcome to my desktop. This is going to be a little tutorial on how to set up and use the dev console. And so that's where you see me fly around or change the time, or you can change the weather, all kinds of things in there. So what we have to do to find it is you go into your American Truck Simulator folder and you go down to config.cfg. You open that up and scroll right down to the bottom and then start looking up, and you're looking for first one. There's two. You have console, and yours is, if you're not using it, is going to be at 0, and you want to change the 0 to 1. Make sure the quotation marks don't disappear. And then the other one you're looking for is further up here somewhere. It's developer right up here. So you see we have developer set to 1. So if you set those two things to 1, there's a ton of other things you can change in here and set, and different things, all kinds of cool things. If you want to do like, oh, what was his name? That guy, he hasn't been around for a while. He would show you the poly count on the trucks and things like that. That's mini console. Change the 0 to a 1, and you can get information on how many triangulations are used to build up a model of a truck, for example, so you can see, what effect that's going to have on your game performance. But anyway, that's getting into the weeds. What we want to do is enable this thing and fly around and do cool stuff. So I've got it enabled here, so let's go in the game and we'll see some of the things we can do with it right out of the box. So we'll wait for this thing to load up, and yeah, it's pretty neat having the dev console. So we'll hop, you got to be, okay, so now we're going to get outside here, or get in the truck. And from the truck, what you want to do is, so I've got a couple buttons down here on my Stream Deck that I use. So I've got my dev console, which is your tilde key, or the one just below the escape on your keyboard. So that's, I've got it mapped right here. And I've got an enter key mapped beside it, so I can enter commands. And I've got up arrow and down arrow, which are your up arrow and down arrow on your direction thingy beside control on the right on your keyboard. So you can use those arrows, or I just use these because I like to leave the keyboard up here and not have to worry about it. And 0, this is your, oh, what is it again? 0. Oh yeah, that brings up the command. And when you're in the truck, if you get in the truck and you hit it, oh, let me try at the keyboard actually. I got to remember that. Oh yeah, it's keyboard 0 puts you under the truck. That's right. So if I hit that again or go back in the cab, so it's 0 on the. So when you see me do it with my little thingy here, you've got to remember you're going to be hitting 0, not on your numpad, but on the keyboard above the keys. That's 0. Not 0. And then when you want to do cool things, like I'll show you, there's a control F9 as well, and I have that programmed here too. So I'll use this instead of the keyboard. But once again, just remember your dev console is your tilde key. Your up and down arrow to scroll through the menu that's going to come up is up down arrows on your keyboard. Your 0 key above your key or letters on your keyboard is going to put you under the truck for fly, and that's where you fly from. That's really important. And the control F9 is going to land your truck where you fly to. Because if you hit the jump back inside the truck, if you're up in the air, you're coming down. It's going to cause a lot of damage. Because trucks don't come with parachutes, so you got to watch that. And so anyway, let's get on with it. Let's see some of the things we can do. So we're in Great Falls, and if we wanted to do, the first thing I guess you guys see me do all the time is fly around. So that's the one thing that gets into the videos, because I'll get in a bad situation, or something's gone wrong, or I've taken a wrong turn, I can't get back, or there's all kinds of reasons you might want to use it. One of them is I've found pulling really long trailers, when you go through a check barrier, and sometimes the arm will come down on your load and you're stuck and you can't go anywhere. The game, you're stuck. That's it. And in the past, what I used to have to do is just quit the game. get out, go back in, and hope for the best. Well, what you can do is fly ahead to get out of the trouble. So we'll go put a trailer on and we'll mess around a little bit. So what I want to do is, I'm in Great Falls. I want to fly over to the shop. I don't know where the shop is from here, so I'm going to go world map. I'm going to look here, and where is our shop? It's around here somewhere. Oh, over here somewhere. Here it is right here. So that's where I want to go. So how am I going to fly over there? Well, I just put a route to it. Now if I bring up my map, there's our route on the map. I'm going to fly. I'll follow that route. So first thing I'm going to do, I always put it in neutral. Pushing the clutch is crazy. I don't know why. But you're going to need your keyboard, and you're going to use your numpad keys to fly around. Your, 8, 2, 4, and 6. So I'm going to push 0 and get under the truck. Now we're going to push the 8 key goes forward. So you can see that moves forward. And the speed we move is controlled with your center mouse wheel. So you want to get your center mouse wheel, scroll it back a little bit so you don't take off too quick. So you're going nice and slow. And if you speed it up, scroll it forward, you speed up. Now we want to fly over there. We don't want to crawl along the ground. So let's get up in the air. Now I'm scrolling the wheel forward. One thing you got to be careful of is watch what can happen if you're, now we're underground. Oh, that's not good. Oh, now we're way up here. And if you get going really, really fast, you'll get lost. Like you'll be lost under the earth somewhere. You won't know where you are. Or you'll be so far up in the atmosphere, you don't know what to do. So what you can do if you've done that is if you hit, just to get back inside the truck, whatever key you have programmed. I got a couple. My center mouse button, or the scroll wheel if I push it down, or I have a key over here that's inside. But if I just push that, I'm back in the truck. So crisis averted, you're safe again, just start over. So you went and you got lost flying around and you don't know what to do, get back inside the truck. So whatever key you're using to get in the truck, get back in. So now we're going to fly over there. Now we know how to fly. And I'm looking at the red line. And here we go. We should be up here somewhere. Off to the left. There it is right there. So we can now see I start to slow down. And I kind of fly it like an airplane. Like, we want to go over wherever we want to go. You're going to come in, slow it down, get a nice landing, get yourself just off the ground. And then you're going to push Control F9 to land it. So we don't want to be here. We want to go over. Oh, hey, wait a minute. We have an aerial view of Recon's site here. I like this. This is that microwave tower. It looks like a tree. That's kind of cool. So this is all Recon stuff. And so is the shop we're landing in over here. With all this groovy stuff. These guys are finally making progress to get some wheels on this thing. So left, left, right, back, and anyway, you can fly around. Now, just zoom around to the front here, come in for our landing, get above the earth, and then we're going to hit Control F9. Here we are. Awesome. So we flew over here. Now here's a real handy thing for you. Let's go to Trailer Manager and see, we want to use let's throw on this route of flat deck. And top tip, if you're moving a trailer that you had on a truck, you had it painted black like that, just go in here and you can change the color and confirm it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go use. So we're going to say we want to use that trailer. Okay, so it's waiting in Dallas. Well, we're not going down to Dallas to get it. We're just going to do this. Go 0, Control F9. Oh, what happened there? The trailer's right on our truck. We're right ready to rock and roll. So what you can do if you're done with it, and oh geez, this trailer isn't getting me the job I want, whatever. It could be you're cycling through jobs trying to get a job somewhere and you can't get anything for the trailer, go back into your trailer manager, select the trailer, dismiss it. Okay, it's gone now from the back of the truck. Let's say we want to use the reefer. So go use the reefer. It's been attached because it's in the yard. Oh, that's a bad example. But anyway, so let's just, if it wasn't at the same garage, it wouldn't. Oh shoot, we landed right in somebody's truck. We set somebody's alarm off. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's done. Okay. Okay, so now if you're flying around, you got your trailer on, it's going to go with you. So here's something to watch for. Set your parking brake. You can turn it off if you want. Now we can fly with the trailer on, and this gets a little trickier, especially if you got a really long, like a turnpike double or triple lowboy. So we can go under here, and we can start flying around. And say, for example, we wanted to go in the truck wash. No, that's not a good one. Let's see, what should we do? If we're going to pick up a load. Well, there's loads over here. So if you're going to come over here and go, oh, I want to get a load here, and you're going to, put your truck down. If we're going to put it down right here, we go here and hit Control F9. We're here. Press the view, check the job. The trailer's sticking straight out the back. See, we're in a straight line, truck and trailer. And you got to watch what's behind you. And it's like quick traveling to a service center. If you got a really long trailer on, sometimes the trailer will get hung up. And that's another place to use this flying deal, is if you get hung up and your trailer's flopping around behind you and the whole thing's going wild, just hit the 0 key. You'll be under the truck and you'll fly out of trouble. Go land it someplace safe. So for example, let's do that. We're going to cause this little mayhem here. We'll jump under here and we'll kind of make a mess of things. So I'm trying to think of something that's not going to be too radical. Don't want to make too big a mess. Oh, we wouldn't want to land on that poor guy. I hate wrecking stuff. But okay, let's do this. Let's land our trailer on this bit of dirt. We're going to go here, right about here, get down to the ground, and we're going to watch what happens here. Okay, so we're stuck. This could have been a lot worse. Like if that trailer was flapping around, it would be doing a lot of bad things. So what we can do is you just fly out of here. Just move on up ahead, get out of trouble. Control F9 again, and we're out of trouble. So handy, really handy tool. So that's enough of that. Let's look at what else we've got on the dev console. So some of the other things you can do. One thing I do a lot is let's go to the job market. We're looking for, we've got our own trailer on, and we're looking for jobs out of Great Falls, and we're seeing things, and there's nothing we really want. I don't see what I'm after here. So what you can do, what I'll do is, if I'm too lazy to start up Truckee and get the job I want. So look at what we got here. We got couple waste papers, some pallets, cans, and some salt. Okay, well let's do this with the dev console. We'll go bring up the dev console. We're going to scroll through till we set time. In the current time, I think, not sure what it is in the game. I got it set here 10. So you'll notice the up down arrows will bring up previous commands you've used. So we'll set it for 10, and then we'll hit console again. We'll bring it back up, and we're going to go till we see 7. So by setting it to 10, we've moved ahead to 10 o'clock. And now by finding 7 on there, we hit enter. Now it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, see, it still says, okay, we should be good. The job should have changed now. So we're on the next day. So we changed days. We're on Monday, now we're on Tuesday. And we've got pallets. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's the same ones. Hang on, we gotta change the time a little more. Hang on, let's do that. Oh, hang on, get out of here. 1 second. The day didn't move for us. Must have done something wrong there. Set time to 10, enter, and then we'll go dev console again, and we'll get up the 7, enter, get out of there. Oh, that should have moved us forward a day. And yeah, so now we've got this waste paper at the top. We've got some frozen fruits, some different, more interesting looking loads. So you can cycle through like day after day after day, whatever, if you feel like it, and just by moving ahead of the time you're at, and then going back to the time you want. So if you want to load at 6 in the morning, make it 6. And when you have that command up, see the 10, it's 2 digits, so I'm going to get you a link to a little cheat sheet, but it's G underscore set underscore time space, and if you just put in 1, 5, 10, 12, that's and it's based on a 24-hour clock, of course, so I could put in 15 for 3 in the afternoon. Um, if you want a half or a quarter, you've got to put a space and then the 15 for 15 minutes after, or 30 for, if 15:30 would be 3:30, and just bear that in mind. And but if you're just going with right on the hour, just the hour digits, all you need in a 24-hour clock. So that's a handy one. Let's see, what else can we do here? You know what we should do? We should jump back in the truck. And you can't see this one from out there. So what we can do out here, it's all nice and groovy. Beautiful day, actually. Get rid of this screen, and we'll get the dev console up. There's one here for the weather. And if the weather is set to an even number, it's nice out. If the weather is set to an odd number, it's going to be raining. So let's change it from 2. We'll backspace the 2 out. We'll put a 1. And now it's raining. So the other thing we can do here while it's raining, the sky doesn't look too threatening, but we can go and change the skybox. So that changes. So let's go gset, let's see, what are we looking for? Skybox. So let's go, this is skybox 3. Go back, space it. Set it to skybox 1. Well, that's a little foggier. Yeah, that changes. Or we could try, what else do we have up here? Do we have any other ones? So I'm just using the up arrow to go through previous commands. There's skybox 6. Let's just enter that. Oh, that's not quite as dreary. But now we can just go back to weather, and we'll put it back to 2. And we're back here. So that's a kind of handy feature. So we've got that going for us. And traffic, that's another one. Let's see, traffic. So it's set for 1 right now. So that's the default traffic that you're going to have out there. You can make it more. You can make it 5 and have a whole bunch of traffic. Let's look out at the highway. Maybe, I don't know how long it's going to take it to happen. So let's jump under the truck. We'll fly over to the freeway. Have a look. See, oh yeah, it's starting to pick up. Yeah, that's quite a bit of traffic. Oh, look at that. We can land over there at the Kenworth dealer for a little service if we wanted. This is handy. I don't think we need it, but it just shows you another thing you can do. We're ready to repair the truck. So we'll hop inside, and then we can jump outside and look around. So the traffic's really whizzing along. So what we can do, if we get into a bad situation, and every now and then it happens, and you go, oh man, I'm not digging this. Nobody's letting me out, or I can't get where I gotta go. You can just backspace that 0, And watch what happens here. Oh, they're all gone. You can see out there the traffic just stopped. Done. So let's bring the command back up and we'll set it to, I just leave it at 1. I'm not a big fan of driving around in a lot of traffic. So it'll take a little while to come back, but they'll start appearing here shortly. So, what else do we have in there? I think well, covers most of the things I use. Oh, there's go to, right? So go to is an interesting command. So if you want to go somewhere else, so let's back that. You just go GOTO, no space. In go to is all tight, and then space. And let's say we want to go to, let's go to Helena. HELENA. Enter. And now, and you've got to hit your console command again or your tilde key, whatever. And now you can maneuver around and land yourself. Don't hit the inside key. You're going to crash. You'll land on the ground. But yeah, so now we can fly. We're up here. We're in fly mode. So look at this old DC-4 here. That's kind of intriguing, eh? Well, that's an oldie. That looks like a well, it's not as big. It's kind of small for a tri-motor, but what was that, a DC-10? Douglas DC-10? So anyway, we could land in the airport if we wanted. Oh, there's a DC-3, iconic. So we could land here. We just hit, now we're down on the ground. We can hit the Control F9. If we hit the inside key, we'd be back at the dealership. So Helen has discovered, and this is also a good way to do just that, discover places. If you haven't discovered them on the map and you go, oh man, I want to get a job over there, well, do go to and land. Typically, I'm surprised that worked. Quite often you have to land at a dealership or a service or somewhere to get it to discover the city upon landing. But anyway, I hope that's helpful, guys. I'll leave you with that. It's a lot to digest. But the big thing is, at the beginning of the video, we looked at how to enable you have to enable developer and console both. And I showed you where they were in the config file. And just set them to 1. Don't erase the apostrophes. And experiment, have fun. It's maybe don't use your favorite truck. In case you drop it out of the sky. Here, I'll show you what happens there. If we were to just fly ourselves up, just a little bit off the ground here. Not too high. I don't want to. Oh, maybe a little more than that. I don't know. Maybe you should do it at service, eh? And then if we hit it inside, oh, it wasn't far enough off the ground. Let's try again. I was a little nervous about crashing my truck. Okay, this should do something. Maybe this will make a bang inside. No, it didn't do it. Oh, okay. I probably have to go further. Anyway, trust me, it hurts. Like, I've done it before where I've been looking around, flying around, and go, oh, what's going on over here, and having a look and go, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll get back in my truck, and oh, here, let's do this. I always wanted to do this. I never followed a jetliner before. Oh, look at that. Okay, if we did it from up here, we'd be in some kind of world of hurt. Let's get back to where we were. There's our truck right there. So if I hit inside now, I would drop out of the, oh no, wait a minute. Not inside, that's what's wrong. I'm just going back to where I was. That's what, you got to hit F9 to crash it. So if we went right here and hit Control F9, oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, so that's the one you don't want to hit. That's like I was saying earlier, if you're lost, go back to inside the truck, you're safe. If you hit the Control F9, that's the mistake, and you'll damage your truck. So now I'm going to have to fly over to service and get her fixed. But anyway, hopefully this was helpful in a small way. And we'll catch you later. Take care and bye for now.